now on NXT, making her absolute shock debut tonight, right in the middle of this episode of NXT. Genuinely did not expect to see her tonight. Didn't see any reports that stated she was going to be there, so that was very cool. This happened in a segment where Fatal Influence was in the ring and JC Jane was talking about winning the NXT Women's Championship last week. An absolute shocking moment there that would bring out most of the women in the NXT Women's division as they all say that they want a shot at the NXT Women's Championship. By the way, maybe I missed something, but I have no idea who Lainey Reed is, but more women in the division, let's go for it. As the brawl would happen, well, the lights would go out, and that would be when Mariah May would emerge. Now, Mariah May is a former AEW star who won the AEW Women's Championship, defeating Toni Storm at All In, was featured very heavily in AEW, and I don't think many people actually expected her to leave. Well, she has. She's now on NXT, which she claims to have the best women's division in wrestling, and she wants the NXT Women's Championship. Are you excited for Mariah May in WWE? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. Worth noting though, Mariah never said her name. So just maybe like a bit of Ricky Saints, obviously Ricky Starks, then became Ricky Saints. Maybe there's a name change for Mariah May. We'll see. This is Things You Might Have Missed from WWE NXT. Make sure you hit the like button, and if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button too. It's been so long, but it's time for everyone's favourite Things You Might Have Missed segment. It's been so freaking long. I need to update these graphics one day. It's Puppet Watch! AAA star Mr. Iguana was sat in the audience of NXT tonight, and he has a hand puppet iguana. More puppets in wrestling, please. Love that. They, like the new AAA mega champion Vikingo, was on the show tonight, obviously in promotion for Worlds Collide as WWE and AEW square off this Saturday with a special start time of 3 p.m. Eastern. In a kind of preview for that, Ethan Page tonight would team with people from Evolve, taking on Javon Evans, Laredo Kid, Sean Legacy, and Dragon Lee. So very random 8-man tag match. Very fun to watch though, as the babyfaces would pick up the win, with Dragon Lee picking up the pinfall to win it for his team. I will say though, I kind of feel like this was a very raw way to build things. Do you know what I mean? Like the typical main roster, here's an opening segment promo, here's a backstage segment, and now here's the match. You know, very main roster style. There's nothing wrong with that. This needed to be built. It couldn't just be completely random, but hopefully that's not a new thing for NXT. But definitely don't forget Worlds Collide is this Saturday. It's available on WWE's YouTube channel, so very accessible. We won't be covering it with Things You Might Have Missed. Maybe if there's something big that happens, we'll talk about it on the Money in the Bank Things You Might Have Missed, because that is also this Saturday night. But yeah, 100%, I do plan to watch this show, and I think it's going to be very fun. It's shaping up to be very fun. I just don't know enough about AAA to sit there and talk to you guys about it in that respect. A rounds match would be on NXT tonight. It would be Myles Borne versus Charlie Dempsey, both of No Quarter Catch Crew. Now, usually I don't enjoy these kind of matches for the Heritage Cup, but I actually thought this was a really decent story told within this match, this rounds match. I liked the fact that both Myles and Charlie emerged, made their entrance together. That was really fun because obviously they respect each other. And we'd see Myles Borne go up 1-0 with seconds to go in round one. This was a very friendly fight, if you will. There was no punches at all thrown in the first two rounds. Just mat-based wrestling until frustration got the better of Charlie Dempsey after round two with that knee to Myles Borne. After that, all gloves were off, and Charlie Dempsey would draw it 1-1 in round three. And for round 3 and 4, it pretty much was a WWE match like you'd expect it to be. Until Myles Borne would win with a drop kick. I cannot remember the last time a drop kick would actually be a finishing move in a match, but I'm here for it. Myles Borne is now able to leave the No Quarter Catch Crew. I'm still not entirely sure about that stipulation that if he lost, then he was still a member. If he won, then he got his freedom. Like, I don't know what that was about, but he is now a free man, I guess. Brooks Jensen was attacked backstage, unbelievably, by Izzy Dame with a steel chair right in front of the Culling as she claims that Brooks wasn't fully committed to the Culling. And if you're not fully committed, you're out. Just, what? What? This feels like really random. Has there been like any problems in the Culling? I don't think there has. All we've seen is like Sean Spears talking to them. There hasn't really been a tease of this. It just randomly happened. Maybe a complete creative 180, maybe? Once again this week, Tatum Paxley is drawing closer to joining the Culling as she would be approached by Izzy Dame and Izzy would talk to her about what she does to fake friends and stuff. Well, I really don't want to see this, and I'm going to tell you why. Tatum is unique. Tatum is very unpredictable. Her character is cool. She stands out from everyone else in WWE. If she pulls it together and joins the Culling, how do you differentiate Tatum Paxley? I don't want to change Tatum. Darkstate was successful tonight in the first match of NXT, defeating the new Chase U. Got to say, every time Darkstate seems to be on my TV, I'm more and more impressed. I really think every single member is just shining when they get the opportunities. I did notice, though, I'm sure you did too, problems within the new Chase U. So, not all good yet. Obviously, these are rookies teaming with Andre Chase. Got to do a better teacher job, you know what I mean? Tyra Mae Steel would make her debut on NXT tonight and be successful in a match with Arianna Grace. Really good performance for Tyra. Now, she did give away an Olympic gold medal, a fake one, to a doll. You know, she does that to every audience, right? That's really cool. One day she's going to give away the real medal by mistake. You know she is, right? But gosh, NXT next week looks absolutely stacked. As we'd find out tonight, Jasper Troy will get a match with Obafemi for the NXT Championship. Not only that, Sean Legacy will face the winner of the Worlds Collide Fatal 4-Way for the NXT North American Championship also. And Luca Crucifino has got himself and the Don a tag match next week versus High Rise. Will Stacks emerge here? Will Luca turn on the Don? Will the Don turn on Luca? Could be lots of drama. After what Ethan Page did to Ricky Saints last week, we saw a CT scan of Ricky Saints' larynx. Look at the damage there. Are they writing Ricky off of TV? There was reports he was going to be called up, so doesn't seem like that because you'd expect him to go back and feud with Ethan. Also, Jordan Grace was on NXT tonight. She came out during that women's segment. Now, this could be her last appearance. I don't think that will be the case, though. Might be that it's in a few weeks or a few months' time that she's going to be called up. But no, Jordan is still on NXT. During tonight's main event, Trick Williams would be distracted by Elijah, the former Elias, and now TNA star, and of course Top Dollar, formerly Top Dollar, now AJ Francis and Casey Navarro would attack Mike Santana, taking him out and helping Trick Williams to retain the TNA title. Obviously, Santana is here fighting for everyone at TNA, and he's screwed by someone in TNA. Nice to see some attention to TNA storylines on WWE TV, so that's fun. And also love the spot where Trick would put one finger on the ropes. Let's be fair, he could have grabbed the ropes, but what a heel thing to do. He did it with one finger. Love that. Great episode of NXT. Genuinely lots of fun for me. A 9.5 out of 10. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below like you always do. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, like the video, share the video, and I'll catch you as always next time. It'll be tomorrow for some news. See you then. Peace!